The long Labor Day weekend is almost upon us. Here's our Janine Lassant and PennDOT's Michael Toledo with some travel safety tips.
When we look at the statistics from years past, and of course 2020 is a unique year, are we noticing more people on the roads, less people on the roads because people are working from home or learning from home?
Well, in the beginning, like April and May and March, it was really slow. It started to pick up during the summer. I think people are doing the 1-hour trips or maybe to the Jersey Shore. I still think there's still traffic on the road. We still have to follow the rules of the road. I would think this holiday weekend is going to be busy. The good thing is construction stops on Thursday and doesn't start back up till Tuesday. So they get a little stop from construction work.
Okay, I know with even having a new driver in my own home, I am constantly practicing the safety rules and laws and awareness, looking out for buses, looking out for children, looking out for anything out of the ordinary, as maybe someone behind the wheel driving erratically or possibly potentially drunk.
Well, that's aggressive driving, distracted driving. We want people that even if they're partying this weekend, the state police is going to be out there enforcing the DUI laws, and there's zero tolerance for it anymore. And we want the people to drive safe and follow. If you need a designated driver, absolutely have a designated driver. And do not text and drive. That's another thing with your young drivers. They text and drive. So I'm really concerned to preach that to your driver.
When you talk about people traveling, are you concerned with people driving tired behind the wheel?
Yes, and but you should take a break. We usually have coffee breaks at the rest areas. I haven't found out if we're going to have them this year or not, but because of the virus, they really have been not as having them as we usually do. But you could always take a break at a rest area anyway, or stop and get a cup of coffee and relax if you're tired at the wheel. Drowsy driving is an issue.
And although construction work has halted, we want people aware of these construction zones, that they need to be able to slow down, go slow, and look for objects or people on the roadway.
Oh, absolutely. When you're driving through a construction zone, even if there's no one working, you still have to follow the rules of the road, the speed limits and everything. And the fines are doubled during the work zone. So we really want to make sure even if the work zone is not active, you got to follow the rules.
We have more people, as at least I've noticed, more people with maybe bicycles or canoes strapped to their vehicles. Talk about that a little bit, about safety with your vehicle and what's on it or what is strapped to it.
There's been several accidents where people were hauling furniture or trailer and they flew off and killed people. So I think you need to really buckle it down and make sure you follow the rule, what they tell you, how to pack your bike up on your car and canoe to make sure it's strapped down, that it doesn't, because you don't want it to fly off and it flies off your car and kills someone else.
Again, making people aware of the rules, aware that state police and local officials will be out in full force this holiday weekend. We want people to have fun. We want them to relax. We want them to enjoy themselves, but we also want them to be safe on the roads here in Pennsylvania.
Well, we also want to, like, even in certain areas where there's trails too. That's another thing. People will be visiting trails this year. There've been a lot of trails. So pedestrian safety is the key. So you have to slow down and be aware of the pedestrian, the bicycle riders, the children going back to school. All that stuff is out there now. And the fall, that it's going to get darker sooner now, the fall weather coming. So it's a whole, you have to pay attention to your rule. And one thing I want to say is if you're driving with a child, make sure you have the proper child safety passenger seat. That's another issue that will be coming up in September. We'll be discussing that as it's National Child Safety Seat Week. So make sure you buckle your kid in and make sure it's installed properly.
Very good. Michael, thanks for joining us here on SSPTV.
Oh, thanks for having us.